Think you know television's greatest private investigators? These are the shows that separate casual viewers from true TV detectives. Packed with iconic characters, clever mysteries, and behind-the-scenes trivia, this list challenges even the most devoted fans. Only real fans can name all 12. So let's put your PI knowledge to the test and uncover some amazing fun facts along the way. Number 1. Perry Mason, 1957 to 1966. Before TV detectives relied on car chases and shootouts, Perry Mason solved crimes with razor-sharp logic and courtroom brilliance. Portrayed by Raymond Burr, Mason became television's definitive legal investigator, winning nearly every case while exposing the real killer. One fun fact real fans love is that Mason's success rate was so high it became a running joke among viewers and critics. The show was adapted from Oral Stanley Gardner's novels, and Gardner insisted the TV version keep Mason morally upright. Its dramatic music, intense cross-examinations, and calm confidence helped define mystery television for decades. Even today, Perry Mason remains the gold standard for intelligent, dialogue-driven crime solving. Number 2. Peter Gunn, 1958 to 1961. Peter Gunn was one of television's earliest and coolest true private investigators, setting the template for stylish detectives that followed. Portrayed by Craig Stevens, Gunn operated out of a jazz club, dressed impeccably, and solved cases with calm intelligence rather than brute force. Fun fact real fans appreciate. The show's iconic jazz score by Henry Mancini became more famous than the series itself and is still instantly recognizable today. Unlike many later detectives, Gunn rarely carried a gun, relying instead on wit, street connections, and psychological insight. The series blended crime drama with film noir aesthetics, helping establish the sophisticated PI image that influenced decades of television detectives. Number 3. Mannix, 1967 to 1975. Joe Mannix was a hard-hitting private investigator who took punishment like no other TV detective. It's played by Mike Connors. Mannix became famous for getting knocked down, shot at, or beaten nearly every episode, yet always getting back up. One amazing fun fact, Mannix was trained in martial arts, something rarely seen on television at the time. The show bridged classic PI storytelling with modern action, reflecting a grittier era of crime drama. Its jazzy theme music and fast-paced storytelling helped it stand out. Mannix proved that private investigators could be tough, relentless, and emotionally driven, influencing many action-oriented detectives that followed. Number 4. Columbo, 1971 to 1978. Columbo flipped the detective formula by showing viewers the killer first, then watching how Lieutenant Columbo trapped them. While technically a police detective, his methods and outsider style earned him a permanent place among PI legends. Peter Falk's rumpled coat, glass eye, and seemingly clueless demeanor became iconic. Fun fact, Columbo never carried a gun and rarely raised his voice, relying entirely on observation and persistence. His trademark phrase, "just one more thing," signaled the beginning of the end for suspects. The show's cat-and-mouse structure influenced countless mystery series and proved that intelligence could be more suspenseful than action. Number 5. The Rockford Files, 1974 to 1980. Jim Rockford was the reluctant private investigator who preferred avoiding trouble rather than chasing it. Played by James Garner, Rockford lived in a trailer, hated violence, and often solved cases by outsmarting both criminals and police. A favorite fun fact, Rockford's answering machine messages became a signature element long before voicemail was common. The show's realistic tone, witty dialogue, and flawed hero made it feel grounded and relatable. Rockford didn't chase glory, he chased survival. This refreshing take redefined the TV PI as a regular guy navigating dangerous situations with humor, heart, and street smarts. Number 6. Charlie's Angels, 1976 to 1981. Charlie's Angels reimagined private investigation with style, action, and pop culture impact. The trio of female detectives worked for the unseen Charlie, solving cases involving espionage, crime, and high-stakes danger. Fun fact, the show was originally criticized for style over substance, yet it became one of the most watched series of its era. The Angels frequently went undercover, showcasing versatility rarely seen in earlier PI shows. Beyond entertainment, the series influenced how women were portrayed in crime television, blending intelligence, independence, and action. Charlie's Angels proved private investigators could be glamorous, capable, and culturally groundbreaking all at once. Number 7. Magnum PI, 1980 to 1988. Thomas Magnum brought Hawaiian sunshine and emotional depth to the private investigator genre. Played by Tom Selleck, Magnum balanced humor, vulnerability, and action while solving cases around Oahu. A fun fact fans love, Magnum's Ferrari was actually owned by Robin Masters, adding to the show's playful mystery. The series mixed lighthearted adventures with serious themes like war trauma and loyalty. Its iconic theme song and scenic locations made it instantly recognizable. Magnum PI stood out by humanizing its detective, showing that beneath the charm and jokes was a thoughtful investigator wrestling with personal demons and moral choices. Number 8. Remington Steele, 1982 to 1987. This clever series turned the PI concept on its head by revealing that Remington Steele was originally a fictional name. Laura Holt created the identity to get clients, only for a charming con man to step into the role. Fun fact, the show's success helped launch Pierce Brosnan's career, nearly making him James Bond years earlier. Remington Steele blended mystery, romance, and humor, often breaking the fourth wall with movie references. The partnership dynamic made it unique, emphasizing teamwork over lone wolf investigation. It proved that wit and chemistry could be just as compelling as gunfire and grit. Number 9. Simon and Simon, 1981 to 1989. Brotherly rivalry powered this fan-favorite PI series starring Gerald McCraney and Jameson Parker. Rick and AJ Simon couldn't be more different. One was laid back and street smart, the other polished and sophisticated. Fun fact, the show's theme song became one of the most recognizable TV instrumentals of the 1980s. Their contrasting styles allowed cases to unfold from multiple perspectives. Set in sunny San Diego, the show combined action, humor, and family dynamics. Simon and Simon stood out by proving that private investigation could thrive on character relationships as much as clever mysteries. Number 10. Moonlighting, 1985 to 1989. Moonlighting redefined the PI genre by blending mystery with rapid-fire comedy and romance. Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd starred as detectives whose banter often overshadowed the crimes themselves. A fun fact true fans know, the show frequently broke television rules by addressing the audience directly and parodying genres. While cases mattered, the chemistry between leads became the real mystery viewers tuned in for. Moonlighting influenced future dramedies by proving detectives didn't have to be serious to be smart. Its legacy lives on as one of the boldest, most experimental private investigator shows ever produced. Number 11. Veronica Mars, 2004 to 2007. Veronica Mars brought the PI tradition into the modern era with a teenage twist. Played by Kristen Bell, Veronica balanced high school life while running a private investigation business with her father. Fun fact, the show gained a cult following strong enough to fund a movie revival years later. Its noir-inspired narration, sharp writing, and emotional depth set it apart from typical teen dramas. Veronica's intelligence and resilience made her one of television's most compelling investigators. The series proved that private investigation stories could evolve while honoring classic detective themes of truth, justice, and moral complexity. Number 12. Barnaby Jones, 1973 to 1980. Barnaby Jones offered a quieter, thoughtful take on private investigation. Played by Buddy Ebsen, Jones was a retired man turned detective seeking justice rather than excitement. A fun fact, the show was a spin-off connected to canon, sharing a larger detective universe. Barnaby relied on observation, patience, and empathy instead of brute force. This mature approach appealed to audiences who valued intellect over action. The series demonstrated that effective private investigators didn't need flash or violence, just determination and wisdom. Barnaby Jones remains a favorite among fans who appreciate subtle storytelling and classic mystery structure. So, how many did you recognize instantly, and which ones made you pause? These 12 shows represent the very best of private investigator television, spanning decades of unforgettable mysteries and iconic characters. If you named them all, congratulations, you're a true PI superfan. If not, consider this your watch list, because every great detective story deserves another look. Thanks for watching.